this month, you've talked a lot about the hamstring injury, just kind of what you've done to kind of get through that. How have you felt through camp and what the team's plan's been for you compared to other years when they haven't had that kind of plan for you?
Yeah, just this year, I would say put a little bit more focus on it. Just because I know it's a lingering injury that could come back at any time if you don't put enough emphasis on it. So I would say the plan throughout the off season of just making sure my body is right and my body is strong enough to last the cuts and the route running that I'm doing every single day out here. So I feel like that I had a good plan throughout the off season, and I'm feeling confident going into week 1.
How many vet days or rest days did you get, do you think, total?
Only one. I don't like taking too many days off. I mean, if there's a time where they feel like it would be a good plan, or they have a system or a plan for me, I'll take it. But I never want to just sit out or miss practice, or that's just time for improvement, time to get to work with the quarterbacks and that chemistry, that timing. So I don't ever want to miss those days.
Is there anything you did outside of this building here on your own to meet those ends in terms of making sure that hamstring was all right?
Really just normal workout plan that I normally do. It's just nothing really different. It's just putting a little bit more emphasis on the hamstring workouts that I need to do to strengthen my hamstring, rather than just not worrying about it at all. So I feel like it was a great plan, and just standing in that weight room and just trying to get a little bit more stronger.
You didn't go see a specialist or anything like that?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Nah.
Justin, what was your reaction to bringing in Stefan Gilmore?
Oh, it was fire. When I heard the news, just looking at his history, what he has done for other teams, the amount of plays that he has made, it's definitely something that I love. I feel like it was a great pickup for us to have a vet in the room with those cornerbacks, and to get a little bit, it's a scary sight when you see Gilmore on that side, just knowing what he has done, past. So I'm excited for the pickup, for sure.
What did it tell you about what the expectations are around here for the season, not just defensively per se, but
yeah, for sure. We got big expectations. We got expectations of going far. If not the Super Bowl, that's always the plan. That's always going to be the plan. So, if there's a chance to pick up a vet corner like him, someone that's still into this game, even though he's 13 years in. So that's definitely someone that's great to pick up, and someone that the younger guys can learn from.
Just so why does that thing of missing practice kind of seem to not sit well with you? It seems like you want to be out there quite a bit.
That's just how I grew up. I never was put on a pedestal when I was growing up. Never was the first one to be looked at. So I always just have that same mindset of always trying to get better every single day. I always preach that I'm not the most perfect receiver, so there's always room for me to improve on, and things for me to work on, and I try to work on those things every single day at practice.
Justin, Kevin was talking about the communication that you have with Sam, like if there's something like you want him to take it up a notch or stretch the field a little bit longer. He says he wants you to go to Sam and say that. How has that been for you?
I feel like it's been working well. I feel like we both have that communication with each other, to say on any pass play, if he needs to tell me something or if I need to tell him something, it's always good communication. If anything, it's just us just congratulating on the play. A great ball by Sam or a great catch by me. I feel like just having that communication with each other, it just builds so much chemistry. And it's just good to give somebody a compliment, on the slightest goodest plays.
Justin, with Gilmore, have you and him talked about the Colts game at all?
Not at all. I'm not even gonna bring it up. He's on our team now, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
You got him in the red zone, though.
That's always gonna be something I'm gonna keep in the back pocket. But I'm glad that he's on our side now. Hopefully, that'll happen when he's on our squad.
What makes him tough like as a corner's been in the league that much, is like what separates him?
Yeah, just him knowing the game, his patience at the line of scrimmage. You know, I'm a shifty, quick receiver off the line of scrimmage, so you know, when I'm giving him moves, he doesn't really bite too much, and that's being a vet. You know, he's not falling for every bit of movement, not the head movements. He's worried about his technique, knowing where he needs to be, the leverages he need to be at. So it's definitely something that's great to learn that on my end of things. Just having a corner that's as smart as him, knowing the game. You know, whenever I get those type of matchups, you know, throughout the week, throughout the season, I can have that in the back of my mind and kind of move a little bit differently.
Justin, what has Trent added to your group this summer, whether on the field, off the field, having been with a lot of teams?
Yeah, you know, he's also a vet, you know, especially in our room. We don't have too many older guys. So, you know, him and BP is the oldest we got in our room, and they're not even old. So that just goes to show you the youth of our room. But, you know, just Trent, he low-key reminds me of KJ, just his role in our offense, him being like a big body and him having to be able to catch a football as well. So he's definitely been making a transition, you know, learning this offense and being a role in this offense, learning so many different positions. But I feel like he's coming along very well.
And he seems like willing to do the dirty work in the blocking.
For sure. I mean, someone has to do it. I mean, he has the body type for it, and the players that are not afraid or doesn't complain when they're given that type of job. You know, having to block a DN or having to block a linebacker, that's not an easy job to do, especially, you know, with our size. So for him to, you know, just attack the assignment, just be happy to be in our system, be in our offense, and then making those plays whenever he's not having the ball in his hands.
Justin, with Jaylen Naylor being healthy and just getting more time, where have you seen him kind of grow in this offense and his role?
Yeah, he's been growing a lot. I feel like, you know, just him being in this offense for 3 years now, he's kind of being more comfortable in the system. I mean, he's definitely a watcher. He's a learner. So him coming to work every single day, watching some guys that's in front of him go to work as well. He kind of get to learn and kind of pick up on a few things, but just the plays that he's making out there is something that we've been looking for. So coming Sunday, you know, we need those plays out of him, and we're just trying to get him ready for those moments. You know, he don't really get those moments too often, so we're just trying to get him ready for it because we definitely going to need him, and he's definitely a great player. So having him out there on that field with the rest of the guys that we have is going to be tremendous.
How much of what you've seen from Jaylen this preseason did you see the first 2 years, or were able to see? Because, you know, he did a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Dealing with injuries, we didn't really get to see too much. I mean, him having to battle through with that, and he'll be making plays during those times, but then again, he'll get injured or something don't go well. So it's good to have him, you know, healthy and with us every single day and making plays, and we really get to see, you know, how he really is and how he really plays. So I'm excited for him to see the amount of work that he's been putting in ever since he's been healthy. So I'm excited.
Is he a quiet guy?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I would say him and Jordan neck and neck on the quietness in our room. But you know, I mean, every single time I'll try to get him to talk on. It's just saying what's up, or, you know, just what's good. You know, just trying to get him to talk a little bit more, trying to get him out there box. But, you know, that's just who they are. You can't really change it too much, but I try to change it as much as I can.
John, it's been a pretty eventful summer for the whole franchise and organization. I'm curious, as one of the team leaders, like, what has been the key to kind of pushing through all that and getting out here to the other side?
Yeah, I mean, all of the other stuff is going to happen. What matters is what we do in this building. Once we're in this building, the amount of work we're putting in, and I mean, just trying to get to the point of being a top-tier team, especially with all of the new guys, the young guys that we have on this squad. As a leader, it's just my job to come to work every single day, mentally and physically ready to practice, even when it's not the best of days. But I can't let the young guys see that. So just trying to be a leader, trying to take that role, and just trying to come prepared to work every single day.
I know the season isn't going to start yet, but what's your sense of where this team can go?
We have a good chance of making it far. It's hard, you know. It's a 17-week season. Never know what's going to happen, the outcomes that might happen. But all we can do is control right now. And I feel like as of now, we're doing a great job just coming to practice, ready to go every single day, competing with one another. We know how to practice, not doing extra stuff and not doing too little. So I feel like this team is very good coming along. We have some players on the squad. It's just all about putting the schemes together, working as one, and you know, we have to have all 11 working on the same page.
A couple more for Justin.
Jordan, can you describe what Brandon Powell means to the wide receiver room, but also to the locker room?
Brandon Powell, he's just like I said, he's one of them vets in the room. He reminds me of that little bulldog at the house. You know, he's a little feisty, but you know, that's just VP. But I love him. I love his work ethic, coming to practice every single day. But you know, having somebody in the room like him, it's funny to be around. You gotta know to know.
What's
Lastly,
been like?
Kate, KO's. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can.
Okay. I was just gonna say KO's gonna be mic'd up for the game. You got any tips for him? Since you did that week
I'm glad you told me. So now if you don't tell me on time, then I'm gonna get on him. I mean, I'm gonna try to give me a little play call somewhere on the field during the game. Hopefully, let me give me a play call so I can you know, throw a little ball up to my receivers. But I mean, I'm always gonna joke with him whenever he has that mic on. He's a great coach. I love the chemistry that he has, especially with his players. The way he connects, the way he talks with us, and the way he understands us as players. I feel like it's a really good, you know, characteristic as a coach.
Is he open to that? You calling a play?
I hope so. I mean, I'm a ask. We definitely talked about it, and you know, we said that I was going to do it, but it never happened yet. And this the last game, so I can't call it week 1. So it has to happen. It has to happen.
Just from your perspective, what's it been like watching Tristan this preseason time?
Yeah, I love watching Tristan. I mean, coming in with him during the draft process, being with him in the combine, and not really knowing him at that time, and just wind up being with each other on the same team, you know, 2 years later. It's definitely great having him. I mean, more as a brother than as a teammate. He's definitely one of those guys that I'm hanging out with, you know, outside of the building, and kind of relate with, and just, you know, us hoop together in the off season, and all of that stuff just plays a part in our friendship and our brotherhood now. But you know, to see him making these plays now, and to see the opportunities that he's been given and him taking advantage of is definitely great to see out there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.